Okie doke. Annabelle and Malcolm, please.
Morena, ko Annabelle Hassamanaho, Chair of the Ōpāwaho Heathcote River Network.
Kia ora, Malcolm Long, I'm the Secretary. Whoops.
Okay. The Ōpāwaho Heathcote River Network is a community-based catchment group, and we've become a community voice for the Ōpāwaho Heathcote. We advocate for getting the community together. We advocate and promote for the regeneration of the health and the Maori of the river, and we connect and support the communities in the river catchment.
Thanks for a really readable plan. It was really good, even better than the previous year, we thought. We would encourage a little bit more detail about where there are changes on line elements, but no, we acknowledge the difficult times.
We just really want to emphasise that it's important that the principles of Te Mana o Te Wai underpin all the deliberations on decision making by the Council for our urban rivers, the health of our waterways, the mana of our waterways, healthy water, healthy ecosystems, and this brings to healthy communities.
Look, we want to also acknowledge the work that's gone on in the headwaters, particularly the retention ponds and the dam. They're significant. They will prevent some flooding, most flooding perhaps, but not sediment.
We strongly support the action to deliver natural waterways work, but we were concerned that the allocation in this budget is not beyond 2024-2025. We also support the draft Healthy Waterways Action Plan, which is about to be released, and we seek annual funding allocation for the naturalising of waterways to improve rainfall resilience. So we really seek the commitment of the Council to the draft Healthy Waterways Action Plan, which will come before you from Belinda Margetts.
The fish passage barriers seems small, but it's actually really important for the ecology of the rivers, and we really encourage you to keep working on that. Success in planting on the port... Was this you?
No, you, sediment.
Success in planting on the Port Hills is really important. These programs are vital. There's a big time lag between planting and effective reduction of erosion. Community volunteers can plant some, but not significantly on the slopes. Commercial operators are needed, and the funding for that is probably insufficient to both maintain and plant on a wide scale. So we'd like you to review those allocations, particularly in the long-term plan for city-facing slopes in particular.
In light of Cyclone Gabriel and even the recent rainfall in the North Island, it's a bit of a wake-up call for us here in Christchurch. A similar deluge on the Port Hills will result in significant destruction to property and widespread funding. It's a risk to, it's a real risk to property. The possibility to mitigate some of the effects, it's possible, but it will not be easy, and time is of the essence. This is really important for the Council to take on as an issue. Funding solutions need to involve all interested parties, landowners, community, mana whenua, and it's urgent and it's a priority for a Port Hills plan. And this needs to integrate revegetation, erosion control, biodiversity, and just pest management. So we really push the Council to pick this up and to implement this. And a recent Zone Committee, Banks Peninsula, Christchurch, West Melton and Whakaora Healthy Harbour, it showed the will and the collaboration of everyone coming together and the need for a joint action and for the Council to lead this for the community. We just really want to note our appreciation for all the work that councillors and many staff at the City Council do to protect and improve our environment, and we regard this work as often to be undervalued, but it is not by us, and we enjoy working with you, and we will always be advocating for the Ōpāwaho Heathcote River, but we do want more, and more would be even more appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Kelly.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It's great to hear people passionate about the environment. Just in terms of plantings, we were aware that the press sponsored one in the Burwood ward, and in 2.5 hours they planted volunteers, just people contacted, I guess, through the newspapers, etc., planted 5,000 plants in 2.5 hours. I could see that working really well with you guys on the hills, you know.
It's different on the hills compared to the plains.
I imagine.
And following the fires, there was enormous turnouts, and there's a lot of support. But it's the long-term thing. You know, you can plant plants, but actually maintaining it so that they grow into trees is another question.
Yes, no, good point.
But I think that is acknowledging that there is a huge community. Christchurch is unique in that we do have these amazing communities and community passion for our environment and to seeing change in those environments. So we need to harness the energy that's out there, but it needs to be driven and held by council as well. It can't just be the community. There's amazing community groups doing things, but we need people to help support that, to make it happen, to get the greater impact on the ground.
Yeah, and I certainly think that council does get involved in those plantings and support and ongoing watering of the plants. I was quite surprised to find that 85%. It's only 85% that actually survive. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there'll be a lot of goodwill towards this. I know the schools through David Newton, you know, planting all the time. Yeah. Well, best of luck with your venture.
All right, thank you.
Tim.
Just quickly, I think the last picture you've obviously put up here for a reason. Could you explain that? Because you've got the two rivers meeting, with the one full of sediment and the other one not so.
So
Probably
this
full
is
of other things.
the confluence of the Cashmere stream and the Ōpāwaho Heathcote River. And so you can see that after a rain event, that the Cashmere stream runs filled with sediment. Then that stream is the sediment is coming in off the Port Hills and feeding into that. So and then those streams merge, and then we get the whole of the Ōpāwaho.
Thank you.
And the other one may
contaminated
look
with sediment.
clean, but it's got other things in it.
Yeah, that you can't see. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very, very much for coming in. Well done. Peter, please.